It has been a while since we've done the makeover challenge, so today we are going to be doing a new makeover challenge video. And so if you're new to my channel, I have a few different types of challenges I like to do that are build challenges, and this one in particular is where I plop down a build that I just find fascinating from the gallery, and then I go in and I completely remake it, like completely redo everything, whether it be the colors or the furniture pieces. If I have a particular style I want to completely change out, it's kind of just a free-for-all on whatever I feel like doing and what I want to try to convert it to. And so the previous one I did was I took this very pink library and turned it into a very black gothic library. And so today we are taking this gamer's house that is completely pink. So I plopped it on the lot that it was originally built on. And when you go inside, the first thing that caught my eye was the fact that they used the new Casanova Cave kit. So thinking Don Lothario vibes, I was like, what if we convert this very kind of like pink and pastel colored house and just convert it into a bachelor pad type vibe? So it's two very large bedrooms upstairs, and you can see like kind of a lot of the cutesy things. I don't know what's going on with the lighting in the house. It's very weird. There are lights, but whenever I place new lights in their place, they seem to work. So I don't know. I guess they're just turned off, or maybe there's a lot trait. Maybe they didn't pay their electricity bill. So I'm thinking it might be easier to go ahead and start with the living space, since that's kind of what prompted the theme overall. Now, whenever I did my review of this kit, I told y'all I really liked the green swatch, so I might try to use the green to kind of inspire us to make the build around maybe a green and brown color. Maybe bringing some eco lifestyle will give us in the vibes that we want to be working in. Oh, and they actually used the eco lifestyle planks on the as the accent wall in the back. Like, I'm kind of thinking though, like having the brown paneling, maybe we could bring the brown paneling to the back. I feel like this is a bit much to have it everywhere, but maybe it kind of works. And honestly, the rug actually works with that too. Now, I definitely think we are going to need a new gallery art wall. Wait a second. What if instead we put the bar? Could we fit the bar here? We could put the bar right here. Yeah, let's kind of go with that vibe for a second and see where it takes us. Okay, so we do have some clutter here. I might not worry too much about changing like all of the clutter out. I think I just want to maybe change some of the colors. Like we can bring the green and brown in there, just kind of make it a little bit darker. Okay, so I wasn't planning on like completely changing everything around. It's a lot of furniture. I'm almost debating of just like kind of putting the record player here and calling it a day. And then we get like this swatch. I think that kind of ties in nicely. This one comes in like kind of a messy green swatch. I like the idea of that a little bit. And we'll have to think of something else to put right there. Or maybe we could put the bar over here as like a little entertainment area and kind of like size that down, put it in this corner a little bit. We could have the bar be right here, which I think this is kind of a cool opening, like behind that. I think that's a little too much, but what if we went with something like this? That could be kind of cool. Let's get rid of this and maybe put some pictures. Don Lothario is very vain, you know, so let's just kind of lean into that. And then what we could do, put this over here, and we could put these up in here. So we like have the record player, we have some records and the bookcase, and then I'm fine with these books, maybe bringing like a darker color like that into there. I kind of want to bring this down. I feel like this is awkwardly high. I'm thinking of making that black, maybe. Or we could make it this color and keep this paneling kind of like a bright accent color. And then maybe we could put the radio back. And I like that green swatch right there. I don't think we'd want to change that necessarily. And it kind of looks good with the style of the turntable over here. We're gonna put flowers. I don't think Don Lothario is very big on that, but I think we can get like some basic plants. Can get this little plant in here. Something like this could work and make it black. So now we have like this coffee table situation. I'm all for that clutter. Again, I don't think we need something like that. Can't believe I forgot to change the swatch of the sofa. So hear me out. I think this looks good because this kind of matches this style over here, the color, and we get like the trim that matches the couch here. So I think this is a good in between if we wanted to kind of keep the same coffee table. I'm not completely against that. And then we could just like make that black. And then I think going and getting some of the magazines from Casanova Cave could be the way to go. Kinda size those down just a little bit, and then maybe we could we'll put a little HGTV on there. How about that? And then I like the idea of potentially getting, like, a gaming controller because there is, like, the Dream Cube over here, and so we can just kinda pretend that that's what that goes with. I think just dark everywhere is a little bit much. I actually think this looks fine. And then I kind of just like the idea of having a column here. I think it looks a little more finished. I just don't know if we're going to find something that's going to work well. Like something like that and put that on both sides. Kind of defines the space with the wallpapers being different a little bit more. And then I'm not mad about these lights either. I just kind of want to make it a little bit more interesting by having kind of like a cluster of them. And then you can like have some mixing and matching of different variations. Like we could get the green with that color there, maybe put the dark version with this color here, and then have the gold and the white up at the top just to add some interest, and it kind of matches both the rug and the green that we have in the room. Then if we wanted to, we could put the same wallpaper that was here, just changing the swatch of it. I think that's kind of still cool as a little accent. I can't resist it. I gotta put the llama in here somewhere. Okay, so now that we're getting our footing a little bit more, let's see what we can do. I don't think this is really the vibes. I mean, we could kind of change it up and make it brown colored. So maybe we could work with it. We could get this green wood paneling. I think that's kind of cool. I like that. Let's get rid of this mirror, and I'm thinking we can put the eco lifestyle mirror. I kind of feel like the base swatch of that works fine, and then maybe we can just change the swatch of this. So we'll get rid of the bags here, the pictures, I don't think really vibe with the space either. And then we'll change this to like the black swatch. And then for this, we could do that, and that looks fine as well. So let's try to figure out some decor. Something like this could be kind of nice, just like a little accent of some sort. And then maybe what we do is put the thermostat right there. Let's see. I might be able to bring this blue in just a little bit. Yeah, like I feel like this works, and it brings some of the blue in as well. And then for this front door, I don't know, maybe we could make it green. We'll keep it like this for right now and see. We could just bring this wood paneling in all the way. I'm a bigger fan of the Dream Home Decorator doors in a build like this, maybe. And then I'm thinking something along the lines of that. Like, what if we did this instead of that? It's the energy, right? That's what it's all about. That's what it's all about. Okay, so now let's get to this very, very pink bathroom. Maybe if we can get some of the browns incorporated here. I like the layout of the space. It's just kind of the color options that we're working with a little bit more. I'm thinking more like spa day might be a better tile situation for us in here. It's like if we're leaning into this green, I think that looks a lot nicer. And then I don't know, I don't really like this in a bathroom. I'm kind of thinking of bringing some wood paneling, and it's not the same as what we have in here. This is the book nook paneling, and we could bring the green color in a little bit more too. We could bring the blue instead, because I kind of like the vibes with the mirror. And then this bistro tile, I feel like that also, yeah, it comes in like a faint blue color. So that could work. You know, I feel like that kind of still lends vibes to the space as a whole. And then I think a nice little detail with like a shower caddy could go a long way in here. Now comes the fun part. So we have our kitchen in here. I still don't understand why everything is so dark lighting wise. I kind of want to change the lights over this. I'm not gonna lie. I feel like something like this could work well in here. There we go. These are what I was looking for. I know it's a lot of lights, but I think it's kind of cool looking, and we might even switch over to the black and brown swatch. It just depends on what we do in the kitchen. So I love the Dream Home Decorator cabinets. Like, I'm all for that. I just kind of want to maybe darken the space up a little bit more. Just channeling Don Lothario, right? Like Bachelor pad vibes a little bit more. So I think it's kind of weird to not have the oven underneath the stovetop. So I'm going to move that, and we get this kind of blue color. I'm kind of thinking maybe this. I just don't like the gold on the fridge. It's kind of messing everything up. We could go that route because this at least all kind of matches a little bit better. And y'all know how I like to mismatch things a little bit with my cabinetry. So the island has like a white drawer on this side, just like a little bit of something different, you know. I definitely like the vibes of the pizza. I think if we were going to have anything in this kitchen, that would be what we would want. For the appliances anyway. Now, Don Lothario does not do dishes though, so I'm gonna kind of get rid of the dish rack here and put in a dishwasher. I get it's from a completely different pack, but I kind of like the idea of this because it matches, it's brown, and it kind of blends in a little bit. So we got a dishwasher there. Maybe we can, I can't believe I'm like taking away clutter, But let's go ahead and change this to that. Oh, popcorn. Could we get a popcorn maker? I'm gonna get a popcorn maker for those movie nights. He's got to have a popcorn maker. You know what I'm saying? Just get rid of that. I know, I can't believe I'm getting rid of clutter either, y'all. It's kind of weird. I don't like it. Bringing more like darker tones with the cutting board and such. This has got to go. And those. We're not gonna have those. Maybe for the top we could have these because this would match the refrigerator just a little bit better. Oh, I didn't see all of this up here. Oh, I love this person. Whoever did the clutter in this house, yes. What if we put the bunch there and we could do that? So you just got a lot of mugs. Still don't know like what we're gonna do for the outside, but I'm kind of liking the black vibes a little bit, and then maybe have like the hot chocolate and stuff down here. Maybe in here we could put the drink posters and size them down and have a couple of them side by side. Yeah, I think that works. I kind of like the idea of just having it up here. Yeah, I think that works fine. And then for these, what if we brought like the black in with the chairs? I think that works really. Oh my gosh, I didn't realize there was a popcorn maker over here. Well, maybe we just leave that open a little bit for some prep space. We have a nice little coffee bar, so that's really cute. That is cute. This is like the island. Maybe we can bring in the same as the island. Ooh, I kind of like that. We got like a little bit of a monochromatic look going on over here, and I think it works really well for the space. Maybe get like a pop of gold on that. Maybe the shelves themselves could be a little bit on the darker side, maybe a more muted brown. With all the clutter, like I'm not going to change the shelves out and try to put all the clutter back. That would take forever with this build. While we're at it, I feel like we just need something on this wall, like just something in here. I think that works fine. We'll come back to that real quick, but I just want to like go ahead and get everything else figured out. Something along the lines of that. What if we got like a couple of pieces of art like this? It kind of fits with like the coffee theme. I can't really explain why. It's just like the color choices, I guess. What if we went with this flooring? I know it's like a lot of blue kind of tones, but I feel like it works really cool in the space. And then we could put on the walls, we could do like maybe Home Chef Hustle would have a good one that we could use for this, for the tile. I honestly don't think the base swatch of that looks awful. That almost has like a pinkish hue to it, so I kind of feel like the original one looks good. And I don't think I honestly mind the other wallpaper that was already here. You know what? Let's switch this out too. I don't know why I didn't think about getting the other one because we get it in that blue color. Yeah, I think I like that a little bit better at least. And then I want to change this trim to a darker color. It kind of goes with the cabinets a little bit more. I think we're pretty much done with the bottom floor for right now. So let's head upstairs. This is gonna be a lot. Just bring the paneling all the way up into this area. These have got to go. So I'm thinking we might just end up having some recessed lighting. Just keep it simple, right? Okay, so we definitely need like a different mirror if we're gonna put a mirror here. Honestly, what if we put like this big Love Struck mirror? Maybe we could lean into this a little bit more from Eco Lifestyle. I'm fine with the snapback. I think the snapback's cool. Okay, so if we go into the lighting again and get another lamp, what if we just got like one of these table lights? Something just kind of simple, I think would work fine there. And I kind of like the idea of using this because it kind of looks like it's a dead plant. I like the idea of like they have a plant that doesn't look very great, but just something that looks like it's dying. Okay, and now so we need some type of fun love seat. Maybe the book nook kit, because it kind of looks like a built-in. Maybe that's kind of a cool vibe. And it has, I think, some similar colors that we've been using around the house. Ooh, we do get like the modern kind of looking. Ooh, that could work in here potentially. Maybe something like that can work in here. And then I'm thinking of getting the plant display, like size that down, put that there. I don't know. With the brown tones, I just think it works really well. Again, I don't know if Don would have something that's quite, so much plant greenery, but it's just it lends to the vibes. It goes with the vibes. I'm not like making this for Don Lothario. It's just supposed to have elements of Don Lothario. And then we need some type of decor. What if we put something like this on the wall? I feel like that's kind of cool. So the hall is done. Let's do the bathroom because I'm hoping that that won't take long either. So I'm not sure I want to use this shower. I'm not really vibing with that. Let's see what we can do with this. Oh, there's a wallpaper error. I told y'all it happens. So maybe life and death could work. We get like kind of a green look like we do in the living space. green with the marble kind of look to it. If we wanted to lean into that, we do get a green in this bistro tiles, so that could be kind of cool. Just taking the same paneling I did down there and putting it in here. I actually think I want the darker brown in here. I'm not the biggest fan of that, but I don't think it looks bad. Maybe we can do like a brown on brown, so we kind of keep with that theme a little bit. It's got like a monochromatic scheme to it. And then we have this that comes in a green shade, so that could work. And then this comes in a brown. And then we can get this. I'm kind of just changing swatches in here, although I did change the wallpaper entirely and the shower. So, oh, and that's brown and green. I mean, it just works so well. There we go. And we get the darker brown of that in here. I like that they put the light switch. I appreciate that. Let's just do a darker swatch and then maybe scooch that over. And I think we're done in there. Like, I think that's pretty good. Oh, I almost forgot the towel. Now we're done. Now we're not. Let's change it to that. Did I miss the toilet? Oh, we didn't have that. I'm gonna add toilet paper downstairs. That is something we definitely would like to have. Now we have the 2 big bedrooms. Now this, I feel like it's gonna take a minute. Now I like these posters. Like I'm fine with this stuff because that kind of gives gamer vibes, right? So I might not change all the furniture in here, but I am thinking for the bedrooms, maybe we could go with a darker flooring. And I do not like that bed at all. So we're gonna change the bed. Let's see. I want to go maybe I've been leaning into eco a little bit, so maybe we can bring some eco back. I might lean into the blue a little bit in here. Maybe we could do like the green one in there. And I'm thinking maybe instead of that, we could kind of get something like this in here, size this down, move this rug out, and then we can like tie in the blue, I think, a little bit better. And we also get the blue and black on this. I like the little kind of figurine. So maybe we can find one that we'd want in here. Hit Beast Semi. Let's do that one. I like the idea of putting this on here. I've never done that before. Maybe that one would fill the space a little bit better. And look at that. We get like a bluish kind of swatch. I love this idea, but not for this room. So we're going to get rid of those. I do like this decal. I'm thinking of the one with the freezer bony would be funny. Get like a basketball to put on here and then change some of this up just a little. So if we size this down just a smidge, we can like tie in the blue a little bit more too with some of the things that were chosen here. And I'm kind of thinking we put the basketball right here and then we size this down and kind of put this right here, just like a mystery box of some sort. Yeah, I think that works really well. And then I don't know if I want this to be just all white. I think the white with the brown kind of looks fine. Maybe that kind of closely mimics the bed and put that over the bed just for the vibes a little bit. And we can make it like a fun blue color. And then we can like kind of shake this up a little, maybe switch the shoes out, get something like that. Boom. Get the blue. That's cool. Do that. And then we could get something like that. I think this is coming together pretty well, actually. And honestly, this matches that pretty well. I think I just want the smooth top, though, because it looks like the headboard a bit more. We can do this blue. I don't want everything to just be matchy-matchy. I do think I want the comfy gamer chair, though, because we get a nice blue with that. Could put the stack of games right here. There we go. And like we can change the swatch on that. So we just have like a lot of games. And then we got to figure out the wallpaper. I kind of want to bring the wood paneling back into this room. The tiled wood paneling. I think that looks cool. Yeah, I like that. I kind of like that actually as an accent wall. I think that looks really cool. And honestly, we could put it over here too because the window takes up the whole wall. Like maybe something like this would be fine in here. Just having something like a light over there would be helpful. And I know this looks a little odd, but I'm thinking like something tucked right here by the bed could be kind of a cool thing to have. Yeah, I think that kind of works. And I think we're done with this space right here. So that only leaves one more room, y'all. One more room. So let's remove this. I'm thinking we'll put the green up here. I love this desk in here, so I think that's going to work really well with the space that we have. Oh, that's funny. They used this wallpaper in here. I did not notice that. Okay, they actually have a lot of different wallpapers in here, which I love. I'm fine with having a completely different vibe in here. I think the black, because we get the black with the rainbow, could work really well with this. and then we can get like a different stack of games, maybe. Maybe we could bring more black into this room. I don't want everything black. That's my main problem. But like these only come in like black swatches. We don't get a white with a black. This is brown. Oh, but the bed frame, that's just not gonna work very well, I don't think. Maybe we can go more for like a black vibe in here. Yeah, I wasn't sure about leaving the canopy, but the fact that it does come in black, that's kind of cool looking. Okay, so we can go more with a black vibe in here. And I love this light. I think this light could stay and we get the rainbow. Like we have all this rainbow stuff. I think it can work really well. I don't want to do the black on black for that because we use that in the other bedroom, but we do get some blue tones, very faint blue tones in this, so maybe we can kind of play on that a little bit again. And then for this, I'm thinking we can maybe do like the purple, that could be black, and then we could also still kind of keep with the blue on that. And I'm thinking this can be black and then these could be blue, just to get like another color in. And then this I don't even know if I wanna use this, honestly. I think that this matches the vibe better. So we could do this as, like, a little bit of a lighter blue color, and I think that's really cool looking. And what's cool is that I'm pretty sure this wallpaper actually comes in a color we can use as well. Like, we get black with this, which I wasn't planning on doing. I was thinking, like, of that, which I think could be kind of cool. So we get some color at least, because, again, I don't want everything to be black necessarily, but what we could do instead over here is put the all black behind the bed. And I think that would look really cool. Get rid of that. I think for the dresser, I think it would be fun to even maybe do the Love Struck trunk because I'm kind of thinking like cosplay. I like the idea of that a little bit. Granted, we don't get like very great color swatches, but we do get a dark kind of brown swatch. So maybe that would be fun. And then we can get the freezer bony. And I'm also thinking we could get the other guitar right here, the Grimm's Ghoulish guitar. That could be a really cool one to include as well. So maybe we could have that one there and then maybe this one over here by the desk in that space. We could incorporate the same, and I feel like that actually kind of works. Dark colors for the curtains. Again, I love the movie posters. I think I want the medieval. Actually, let's leave that one. I think that one's fun for this space too. Mia has graced us with her presence, if you hear her walking around. We can get the freezer bony of that. Maybe we can get the Casanova cave, like the Don Lothario pictures, like do something like that, and it kind of goes with this poster in a way. There we go. So we can have the camera with the stickers. I think it's kind of a cool look to that. And then maybe make this dark brown, not black, so we can get some of those other colors in here. I love this plant. I don't know. I think black is fine. It's kind of cutesy still, but I do like maybe incorporating some of these darker colors, and I'm not going to keep these. I don't know if I want to use those now that I see it, but it would match the desk is kind of what I was thinking. It has the glass on top of it. Just something like that kind of works a little bit. And I'd like to get a light of some sort, and maybe we could pull the light in from here, this little bitty light, and it might fit just fine on the end table right there. Then we can do, I will do the rainbow just so we pull that in from what we have at the desk. There we go. I think that looks fine. So I'm not too worried about changing a lot of this. So they like to do like audio mixing and stuff with music. I love that. I don't think I really want to change that up too much other than the chair. So maybe we could put the comfy gamer chair over on this one. And it has the brown back to it too, which ties in really well with the flooring and kind of the vibe overall in this space. So they brought this around, which I'm fine with that. They have like a lighter color. I'm thinking we can bring similar to what we did in here. Actually, I think that color works really well. I kind of like bringing that in on that wall. I think this has turned out to be a pretty fun room. Now, this I'm not super fond of. I do think I like it better all black. I like the idea of possibly fitting something like this in over here. It's just a little bit big. Maybe something like this. It's a little bit smaller. Like size it down and we can kind of put it right there for our recording. Just have some studio lighting. Now we have the outside. I do think I want to try and make the windows black. We even get like black swatches for this. The black is not going to look good in here. It actually doesn't look as bad as I thought it would. So I could tie the black in a little bit more if I did the accents as black. I mean, I do think it lends a lot more bachelor pad energy Maybe we can lean into that just a little bit. Oh, I kind of like these, not gonna lie. Like, what if we did the stairs as these brown, kind of more modern looking? I like that better. I do think this looks pretty cool. Okay. Now that I've talked myself into it a little bit more. So let's change these to the black. I think it ties in the lighting in the kitchen better too with those being black. So this is the Bricks of Academia. I'm kind of thinking of this. It's like a brownstone because I want to tie in the elements from the inside a little bit. Then with this concrete, we do also get a brown. So if we get a brown on that outside, make that black. I'm kind of fine with this. I just want different variations. Even just the alternating is fine with me. I just don't want it to be the exact same every time. I would like to do a black. I think that could be really cool right there. And then what I'm thinking for this pink color is making it a green. I don't know if we get a nice green, like we don't get a nice green from that necessarily, but I'm gonna look for a green color that we can use here. Maybe something like this. Yeah, that's better. It's very subtle, but trust me, it's a lot better. Oh, look. Look, I did it on the same one. I did it on the same one. I wonder if it auto does that because I think I pressed shift down. That's so funny. That was the same wallpaper that I fixed from the original builder, so it happens. Yeah, I'm feeling it, and we could get the black and brown mailbox, maybe get like a brown trash can right there. This was the original. Maybe we could do a black of that. And then for the wall trim and put that there. I think we'd want to do black for this, not brown. I think that's more the vibe. These I'm going to leave. They're all the debug stones, so I'm perfectly fine with that. I think it's a really cool vibe that they did that. We could make this black and brown, so I like that. I think that works well in this space. Just kind of bringing in those elements a little bit more. We get a little speaker, fun vibes. I kind of like the stone look to that. And then we can bring that same dark brown platform trim on it. And I think that's kind of a cool vibe. So let's put this stone on the back. Just something a little different, Don't mind me. I'm just going to be converting these lights. I'm thinking this, if we want to incorporate the stone. Oh, I can't do it to the boundary of the lot. Like, I just feel like that helps. It just looks better, It just looks better. Let me get I'm going to erase the terrain. I don't like the way that looks. I feel like we need lights over here. And like on the front porch area too. Like we have no outdoor lights. I feel like this from For Rent could work because it looks good with this fencing. And I know the ceilings are just the plain ceilings, but I actually think I'm fine with it in this house. Like, I don't know. We have a lot of dark colors. I feel like having the ceiling be like a light neutral color. It kind of works with the flooring too, but I feel like it's not going to look very great with any type of darker color on it. I feel like that's kind of cool to add the life and death bottles there. Honestly, I'm gonna go ahead and add a couple of these things here because they fit the vibe with the rainbow stuff and the music producing. So I think it'd be cool to have a couple more wall decor items on this wall. So I'm putting this on the gallery as Pink to Frat Gamer Home. So I took the original build of a totally pink house and changed it to be more of a bachelor pad style, influenced of course by Don Lothario. I hope you enjoyed this makeover challenge. It was a lot of fun. These kind of stressed me out a little bit, but I did enjoy it in the long run. I just think it's overwhelming to go into a house and completely change everything about it. I think it's a great way to get inspired and kind of learn some new tricks that other people do in their builds. So I highly encourage you to like download something on the gallery and just try to make it your own because you'll learn a lot faster, especially with the like just crazy amount of DLC that we have. If you want to see more videos like this, feel free to subscribe to my channel. I also live stream over on Twitch Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Sundays at 6 p.m. Eastern. I'd love to have you join me over there. And I'm now a Twitch affiliate, and it's been a lot of fun to hang out with y'all, and I really appreciate you all supporting me. And with that, I hope you have a great rest of your day, and I'll see you in the next one. Okay? Bye. If y'all want me to do this with your builds, make sure to put hashtag Dr. Sims and hashtag makeover challenge, and then I'll know for sure that this is something that y'all want me to do for that purpose.